Life, in some sense, can be like a tree. It starts off small, with plenty of potential with the right care and nurturing. It doesn't happen fast, but over time and with enough patience, you can sprout into a strong, healthy person, just like the tree. Although there may be challenges along the way, if you can push through, then almost anything is possible. But even with that being said, some people just don't push through. Some people fall into the messy inclusion of being around negativity and dead-end infrastructure in their communities. I grew up, and very well still am, in the same society as previously mentioned, surrounded by closed-minded peers who take misguided actions to show off for others' approval. They may not see that this is the case, but it is still largely prevalent, whether they believe it or not. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. When I was given the task to create a film as the end of the year project, I had mixed emotions about the idea. I wasn't sure what to create, how to create it, or where to even start. I initially decided to go out and just record my environment, getting a feel as to what to write about. I still wasn't sure exactly what to write about myself though. So when I first started high school, I didn't know what to expect. I only ever knew anything about high school through TV shows and movies and ads on TV, but it's nothing like on TV. My first year of high school in 9th grade flew by, as well as this year's too. There weren't much memories important enough to latch onto except for the people I met. Going into my second year of high school now was eventful in the sense of relationships and academics and even the influx of my athletics. I had initially decided early on this school year that I wanted to leave Dunbar to transfer into another school, but with thought and consideration of other factors, I eventually decided to stay. I had already made enough friends, already had academic relationships with plenty of teachers and staff, and started to become interested in the sport that I love now. So I thought, why would I want to start all over again? And now I'm trying to secure my future. I'm not sure what college I want to attend as of yet. I originally thought of going to college just where my friends went, and then I thought about going to colleges for baseball, but I forgot about academics. I had been maintaining a 3.0 or higher GPA since the beginning of 9th grade, so I'd view in the path to many academic scholarships. But I started to think even beyond that of college. I started to think about the long term, where I want to be and how I was going to get there. I still have yet to figure that out, but that's what I'm striving to do every day. But I also want to make memories and have fun. Most people take life for granted and oftentimes forget to enjoy life. But time doesn't wait for anyone, which is why it's important to make best of what we have before it's too late. Dedication and determination are my very important goals because without it, I would be nothing. But I wanted to take a step back and get an opinion from others, really see how they viewed me from their perspective, and take a deep look on different viewpoints other than my own. It's ridiculous how maltransparent people can be in certain sensitive situations. But I decided to see how I'm viewed from other people's standpoints.
So what was your first opinion on me when you first met me?
When I first met you, bro, I just thought you was different.
Like, I don't know. I just thought you was chill. She just talked to me, even though I was new.
And I thought you was kind of smart.
My first opinion of you was that, yeah, you was cool or whatever. And you was someone I could hang around.
I thought you bagged all the bitches because of your deep ass voice.
Like, you was from the hood, cause I heard you bought it. You was with my grandmother, so I was like, oh, yeah, he just like me, cause yeah, when you bought it, that's your song.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's a cool dude, little dude. You know what I'm saying?
I guess I still kind of think the same. The first time I met you, you started asking questions about where I was from, shit like that, and I was good. So yeah.
You know, when people make this first impression of me, or they make this first general consensus about how I am as a person, or what I do as a person, or who I talk to as a person, or any of that in that general vicinity or that general era or aspect of my life, it's always unsurprising to me because it's always the same general consensus about how I am. It's always, oh, he's cool, oh, he's smart, oh, he's an introvert, or he's an extrovert, either one of those, depending on which light you see me under, or at what time of the day you see me, because it's different, because at different periods of the day, I'm a different person. In the morning, I'm more slow, I'm more laid back and chill, but in the afternoon, I tend to get more talkative and playful and more closed-minded to the aspect of being aware of my surroundings. I'm more self-aware in the morning and I'm not in the afternoon. Most people wouldn't understand that because if they only see me in the morning, they would think, oh, he's chill, he's laid back, he's cool. But if they see me in the afternoon, they would say I'm talkative, they would say I'm a know-it-all, I'm outgoing. It's always a different consensus if you ask different people at different times of the day. For example, I asked multiple people about their first impressions of me, and I already know what they would say because I know what time of period I met them. And I met most of them in the morning, and I met some of them in the afternoon. But most of the people that I met in the morning, they say I'm chill, they say I'm laid back, they thought it was cool because I tried to make friends with them, I tried to talk to them, and I tried to talk with them and all that. But most of the people that I met in the afternoon, they would say that they thought I was outgoing, they thought I was an extrovert, they thought I was safe, they thought I was all this extra stuff that was not added on in the beginning of most of the interviews I made. But some of the interviews I made, they were just very like lactate, they were very nonchalant, they were very, indifferent to what my perception of what they would say would be. So it's not really surprising to me when someone would say, oh, he's cool, he's smart, all of this and all of that, because at the same time, I already know and I already have a generalized concept of what they would say. So the general aspect of them saying what they said about me as a first impression didn't really surprise me in the least.